Hey everybody, welcome back to another Disney Sorcerers Arena video. My name is Will DSA and we are back for another theory crafting episode. Now this one's a little bit different because I can't test it all out, but I was thinking about this all day and I was sparked by a conversation I had the other day to put something like this together. So I wanted to look at a Downtown Heroes team that could have, in my opinion, specific ways to get past a frozen team. So that means significant damage, dealing with Kristoff, and dealing with the team in general. And the other caveat is I wanted to use Judy Hopps. So we are going to start actually right there with Judy Hopps as a leader. Now, not the strongest leader, but she has some benefits to her. Let's go ahead and take a look at her kit very quickly. On her basic, she deals decent damage. So up 50%, so like 700 some damage, I think on a max, or like closer to 1,000. Leveled up, it gains a shield worth 50% of the damage dealt. So she actually gains shield based on each basic she hits. So if she lives, she can kind of stick around a little bit and start putting in some work and just longevity, especially if she's not being the one targeted. We also have a special that is a 5-turn cooldown. I love the animation of it. The donut break is funny. When it's leveled up, it has a 50% chance to inflict slow on all opponents for 2 turns. So even if that triggers, on a couple of them, it can start getting you back in the game. It comes with the complimentary 50% damage dealt on the 3rd level up. Her second special, Paying Your Dues, only has a 3-turn cooldown. Deals a little over 1,000 plus damage to opponents, and it chains opponents, so that is a way to do some damage away from a taunting Kristoff, and 50% more damage dealt on the last one. And then she has a leader ability. Now you'll notice she does not have a passive. We talked about Ludgate actually talked about this in a video we did the other day, that only character in the game doesn't have passive, so she should get it. But this one grants Downtown Hero teammates 8% dodge chance. Now that doesn't sound like much, but imagine you're facing a Kristoff, you're facing a Dash, you're facing a Zerg. If you dodge one, Sven, if you dodge one Sven attack, it's worth it. If you dodge 2 or 3 hits from a Zerg or from a Dash, it greatly reduces their effectiveness. So while it's not perfect, I think it is a great place to start off with as a leader, and I think she could use some more love. So we've looked at Judy Hopps kit. She would be our leader. Up next, we're going to pair 2 people together that are from a popular team. The first one, and that is Dash, and that is Mr. Incredible. Now, Dash is a main damage dealer, effective, fastest character in the game, is really going to help you out. And the reason we add Mr. Incredible to this is, number one, Mr. Incredible can give us a tank, which we will go ahead and take a look at. But the ability on Dash, I believe it is... Where are you on Dash? Now, I could be wrong. Maybe it was a different one. But I felt it was here. Oh, he gets a 10% bonus critical chance per Incredible Hero ally. So he gets an extra 10% crit chance up and going. So it gives a little added benefit. Also for the fact that people are probably going to target your Dash first. So having Mr. Incredible there is really important because he does have that auto taunt, which is right here, Family First. When an Incredible Hero teammate falls below 50%, gain taunt for 1 turn. Mr. Incredible gains 50% bonus shield from teammates. Now, he can level this up, get 30% bonus shield from Violet, but that's not here. So it's really about the taunting and taking pressure off of Dash. Additionally, he does have a actual taunt himself, the Incredible Inspiration, which gives him taunt 2 turns. Gain 2 stacks of counterattack, so if he gets hit, he gets to hit back. And as you level him up, specifically the second one, is increase the magic of 1 random ability on each Incredibles hero teammate. So speeding up dash even more if you were to use him that way. And then he can gain some additional stacks of counterattack, but it doesn't hit that hard, so it's not the most important. So he is a great tank, and he is beefy once you level and gear him up, and should be beefy enough to survive. So that is our 2 and 3, a damage dealer and a tank. Up next, because of the meta we are in, I chose these 2 characters, and I don't have them unlocked, so a lot of this is theory craft, but bear with me. Up next is a support and a damage dealer would be Scrooge McDuck. Here's why. Beyond being a downtown hero, he has a good kit. He has 30% chance to gain an extra attack if this character is affected by a helpful effect on his basic, and that is a good chance because he's typically, with the rest of his kit, as you'll see, he will always have a helpful effect on him. Deal up to 75% damage to target opponent on a special 4-turn cooldown. Deals 20% bonus damage per helpful effect on this character. Again, the more helpful effects he has, the more damage he will deal. He also has this ability, if it's head, it grants offense up for 2 turns. If it's tails, it grants defense up for 2 turns. And it gives it to a target teammate in this character. So imagine giving offense up to dash or something like that, especially with a 50% chance to grant haste with heads. He's a support character in that way, but really his real use here is his passive, younger than the toughies. On any opponent gaining a helpful effect, 50% chance to perform the following: deal up to 50 damage to opponent, purge all helpful effects, apply a copy of each effect removed by purge to this character with their durations refreshed. Now this can also decrease required magic by 1, which is a passive, which is a weird way to put it. So I don't actually know if you have to activate it. That's weird. That's a weird way to look at it. It's a passive that you activate. We'd have to see. But then it is a 5% chance as well once it's fully loaded up, so 20% chance. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but the amount of buffs that stack up on Kristoff, on Sven, on Anna, and even on Kingdom teams, it is helpful. And him getting like a harmful immunity, pulling those off, dealing more damage for the buffs he has, he can hit for a good amount of damage. So Scrooge, I think, is a great plug and play character in this team, in addition to the chance that he might be able to dodge. So there is that. And then the last member, you know what? I really fell in love with this kit. That last member is this beautiful Sergeant Calhoun. Not used much, takes a lot to unlock, but I'm gonna try and work on her when some of the other projects are done, because I want you to look at the kit. She does a lot of things. So on her basic, she deals 2 damage to an opponent with a chance to follow up and perform a follow-up attack. At a 10% chance, but you notice a lot of these characters have a chance to do an extra attack. So that is part of the theme. A lot of these characters have a chance to perform an extra attack on people after they're leveled up. So a great thing to have on a basic. On her second one, deal up to X damage to target opponent 9 times. Now this will obviously scale up. This is like a mini Zerg. It doesn't hit adjacent opponents, but it can still pummel on the damage. Now look at this spell, or at this part. Deal 30% bonus damage if a target is affected by defense up. Who gets defense up? Raja. Or gets defense up? Kristoff. All of that, 30% damage on top, 9 times. So over the course of that, you're doing, is it 30 times 9? Is it like 100 and... I can't remember how much it is. I'm bad at math, but a lot more damage. Somebody with math can do it. Deals a good amount of damage if you're attacking that character. And then 50% base damage dealt to begin with on the 3rd level up. Underrated, good in a current meta. 3-turn cooldown. Very fast cooldown. And then up next is her special, Humanity's Last Hope. You summon a Beacon of Light at target location. Beacon of Light has 54 health. Grant taunt for 1 turn on spawn. On turn, grant taunt for 1 turn and restore health to self equal to 5% of the Beacon Light's max health. And then it will also gain reflect on the level up. So this is a built-in tank, to my understanding, or a taunt, a throwaway character to get pressure off, and the cooldown really isn't that bad. So I'm liking this one. It adds another layer to the team. And then here is her passive. When Downtown Hero teammate performs a basic attack, 30% chance to perform the following ability on the opponent that the teammate is attacking. Deal up to 50 damage. So again, dealing more extra damage, and then ignore 15% defense plus an additional 3% per Downtown Hero teammate. So you're looking to add an additional, if it's 4 Downtown teammates, because I don't believe it counts itself. You're 12%. You're looking at a 27% amount of ignoring defense, and on a Kristoff, and then if you have it leveled up, 10%. So you're looking at like a 37% chance, or 30% chance ignoring of defense when this hits. That could be huge. I don't have this leveled up. I want to see it leveled up. I want to see how it does. But I think this could be a really good character once leveled up. Now, unfortunately, I don't have these unlocked. I don't know many people who does, and we don't have test accounts. We can't test it all out. That would be awesome to do. But this is a theory craft. So again, let's take a look at that team and run over the basics. That is a Judy Hopps lead for the dodge chance and some silencing. You got your combination of Dash and Mr. Incredible for a good father-son combo for damage dealing and tankiness. You have Scrooge McDuck, who is a blast play from videos I've seen of him competing against the Frozen teams and other teams that are buff heavy. And then you have Sergeant Calhoun, who appears to be, or looks to be, at least have some functionality, almost as a mini Zerg, and can blast through those defense up tanks on occasion. So, guys, that is my thoughts as far as spells for this. If it's in an arena, I mean, if you have them, Dad Pants to slow them down, and Hammer. If you are looking to go specific with this, you could like use Mufasa's spell. You could use Cauldron to speed them up, Bucket of Soldiers, plenty of different things. Spells are always optional. I try not to include them because I don't think it has to be specific, and it goes to what works best for you in that situation and what you have. Another good one could be Iago in combination of that, stealing the bonus effects, getting them onto a Scrooge or something like that. So opportunities are endless. So guys, that is it. If you have these characters, if you've played with them, let me know. Tell me if I'm right. Tell me if I'm wrong. I love the engagement. I love theory crafting. I hope at some point there's a chance to test things out. It's just too hard right now to like farm them when I have other gear requirements and all of that. I can't imagine having the time to do it, but theory crafting is still fun. So with that being said, my name is Will DSA. This has been another theory crafting video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.